What is up, everybody? This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm not Strawberry Ice. I'm Joe Shmoe. Jeff will be joining us eventually. He's on his way back from hanging out at the Lager House. Might have other guests as well. And if I were smart, I would have put the link up so you guys can... Actually, I'll put that up now. Put the link up here in chat. So if you guys want to jump on and have some comments about the Bengals finally getting off the schneid, beating the pretty awful, dreadful Carolina Panthers 34-24. There's not a lot to say about that. Bengals offense looked really, really good. Burrow threw. I'm surprised that the yardage total was so low. 22 of 31 for 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. The one mistake, the interception, in hindsight, seeing the video, actually wasn't as bad as I thought. He expected Chase to come across. Well, we can go over that a different time here. This is more just kind of snap reaction. Anydy Dalton looked like the Anydy Dalton that we remember, not the guy that threw for 300 some odd yards and 3 touchdowns last week. 25 of 40, 220 yards. What do you guys think? I'm of the essence that this doesn't change a lot. Yeah, they beat a bad team. They're 1-3. Looks a hell of a lot better than 0-4. They were 1-3 last year, and we're in a position to challenge for a playoff spot if Joe Burrow didn't get injured. What concerns me is the defense, obviously, and Trey Hendrickson going out with what's listed as a neck injury. Looks like it might be a stinger. I can't really tell. They've said they're meeting with the independent neurologist, the red hat guy in the tent when he was out. If that takes him out for even one game, if it's multiple games, this defense is hurting big time. Natty Ron, what's going on, brother? The reason that the Bengals won this game, yeah, the offense looked pretty good, but they won because Panthers couldn't catch a ball. I don't have the stats. I mean, I've got how many targets and everything, but I don't know how many times they dropped the ball. Xavier Legette, I think he dropped a couple of them. Mingo dropped an easy one. This is a game the Bengals should have won handily. They could have lost the game if the Panthers could have held on to the damn ball, but I don't know. Chuba Hubbard ran for 104 yards against them because nobody can stop the run. Von Bell continues to get snaps. Geno Stone continues to get snaps, and there is no snaps to be found for Jordan Battle. That makes absolutely no sense to me. The guy was the 8th best safety in the entire NFL in limited reps last year, but he can't get snaps for a terrible, terrible defense because an old and washed Von Bell, who was so bad that the Panthers, who were the worst team in the league, hi, disembodied hand, who was the disembodied, or, well, you've thrown me completely off track. You see what you do? You're a mess. Anyway, he was so bad that the worst in the league, Carolina Panthers, would rather pay his salary for someone else to pay him. He's getting snaps over Jordan Battle. What are we doing here? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I am solo. Like I might not let Jeff on when he gets home. If it depends on how well things go here. So again, you guys jump on this link here in the chat if you guys want to join us. My mess of a child is here as usual. Michael, CTB has some kind of injury. CTB has CTE. I was saying that all game on Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it. He was absolute garbage, and I'm hoping. I don't want to hope for an injury, but I'm hoping that's the explanation. He got picked on time and time again, and just completely was leaving guys wide open, missing tackles, and it's. If you're going to talk the talk that that you had, you're talking about the college offense that absolutely you guys couldn't even force a punt last week. Talking stuff about Xavier Worthy a couple weeks ago. You need to show up. He did not show up. He looked awful. And again, you don't want someone to be hurt, but you want that to at least have an excuse for why you looked bad. We shall, we'll see going forward if there's anything like that. They ended up doing a rotating Dax, CTB, and DJ Turner in and out of the outside corner spots. So again, going forward, we'll see. Yeah, Chris Jenkins looked good. That he looked like the guy that the Bengals picked. That's. I'm in love so far with the 2024 Bengals drafts that they've had this year. You're a mess, child. Chris Jenkins was moving bodies in the run game. Got his hands up. Got at least one. Hey, here we go. We have a guest joining us here.
Let's go, baby! Woo! Let's go! 1-3. I'm ready. Let's go. Great win.
Much different tenor than what I had on here.
Yeah, I know. I heard about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we won. Calm down, Joe. It's all good. We won, brother. It's good. The defense played like we thought it would, which wasn't going to be very good.
Yeah,
and they didn't, but we won. So
they held Johnny Hecker to 0 completions on the day. So that's an awesome thing. When you're holding the other team's punter to no completions, well done.
Exactly. But they are 3-1. We need the Ravens to lose. I don't know what the hell my mouse is doing right now. It's driving me nuts. I'm trying to fix the screen here.
Yeah, I want Josh Allen to have a huge game tonight just because he's my quarterback on fantasy.
There you go.
And also I want him to lose.
Exactly. Hold on. There we go. That's a better screen. All right. So, hey, the offense did what the offense was supposed to do. They came in and we outscored them, which is what we needed to do. It's kind of pretty much what I said. The defense, it is what it is. We are completely injured. Sam Hubbard had to play nose tackle toward the end of the game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can say what you want about the defense, but they made stops when they had to. The beginning drive, stopping them on the goal line was huge, and that set the tone for the game. So, the defense was terrible, but they made stops when we had to, and our offense played great. And Jamar Chase, hey, that's what Jamar Chase does. Jamar Chase, you take a 5-yard out or whatever it was, and he takes it to the house. I like the running game in the second half. I think it looked a lot better than last week. And like I said, until our defense gets healthy, we're gonna have to play shootouts, and that it's more scary next week with the Ravens coming in.
Yeah, Chase Brown, he looks like a guy who should be getting more of the reps, and I get like until the last drive there when Zach Moss was being fed the ball trying to complete the clock, he had gotten more carries. It ended up being 15 carries apiece, but 15 carries, 80 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Chase Brown looks like the guy that this is the running back that they wanted for a long time.
Yeah,
like he's got the juice.
He missed that one. That one. Oh, dude, I can't remember where it was in the third quarter. I think he was gone if he didn't get that last tackle there.
Joey, what's going on, my Canadian friend?
What's up?
So we are international. I bring my boys from north of the border.
Hey, I appreciate it. Welcome to the show, man. It's awesome.
So, although that being said, he is a Commander fan.
Oh God! All right, get him out.
But he does he does pull for the Bengals outside of that. So
by the way, cheers to the first win. What do you get? What do you got?
I got just my water right now.
That's it. Oh my God, it's horrendous.
I'll be having. I ended up not getting something to eat, so I'll be having a nice cold breakfast. Wow, beverage. I need a beverage. Jesus Christ.
You need a beverage.
Nice cold beverage when we figure out what we're doing for dinner. So, yeah, Chase Brown. He that's what Joe Mixon had. Joe Mixon had that immediate, that instant burst through the hole, but Chase Brown has the speed to actually get past the second level. He is. I don't want the Bengals to run 30, 40 times because it's not 1985, but I want to see Chase Brown get the bulk of the carries. I want to see him to get 2-1 to Zach Moss. Zach Moss does have he's a useful back. He's a good player. I'm happy with Zach Moss on the team. I just think Chase Brown needs to be getting a lot more run than he does. I'm curious to see what the snap totals were. Zach Moss had 4 catches versus 4 targets, 4 catches compared to 3 targets, 2 catches for Chase Brown. I think Zach Moss still had more because I think they trust him more in pass blocking. But other guy I want to bring up, and again, I'm in love with this 2024 draft class. I'm crapping on their drafting because you look at some years when there's just not a lot that's come out outside of one guy. First round of Marius Mims, he looked great all game long. Gave up 1 pressure. I see it ended up being the interception that Joe threw. He did give
which, dude, if Chase goes the other way, it's a freaking touchdown. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's one of the ones where the interception looks bad. I don't know what the actual when it's a scramble drill, what their actual rules are, and you got to figure Chase saw something and Burrow just threw it before Chase moved. So I'm not even mad at anybody. When you saw the play live, you're like, where the hell are you throwing the ball? But then that thing, and if Chase had just continued his route across all the way across the field, that's touchdown. That's 7.
Yeah.
Second round, Chris Jenkins. Again, we talked about him before you got on here. Chris Jenkins looks like a legitimate player in the league.
Yes.
He's got the strength on the. I think he had the stop on the 4th down run there on the goal line.
Yes, he did.
For someone who's, I want to say only because that's a
second
big
game
guy, but
second game of the year.
Second game, but also size-wise, he's only 310 pounds.
Right.
Compared to usually nose tackles. I mean, he wasn't really playing nose tackle, but those guys are 330, something like that. So he's got the strength
and quickness to be able to.
Well, and that's the thing, is, as I said this on Friday's show, is that we needed Chris Jenkins to step up. I mean, because, like I said, we got Zach and Tufele, two guys that are starting for us, who are two guys that if we have the four guys that we planned on playing are not seeing the field. So these guys making the starts has been a huge impact, and Chris Jenkins was a very big impact on the game today, and I think it helped out a lot. I mean, like I said, the defense, what it was, I mean, how'd you like that Turner was out there? I thought Turner played pretty good.
I think he played really well. He had a couple nice pass breaks. Made a nice diving one on. I don't know if it was a Leggett. I can't remember who the receiver was. He ran a crosser and ran it too vertically, where DJ was able to get his hand in there. If he would have flattened it out, he would have had him open over the middle. But going more about the 24 picks. Burton was on the field. He didn't really have any. I know he didn't get any targets or anything, but I didn't see him on the field. Eric All, what else can you say? Dude. This guy is, I mean, he is, he's tight end one. I didn't see a ton of Mike Gesicki, and when you did, he ran backwards.
Was it? Yeah, but did you see the
going?
Did you see the one where Joe missed him on the end zone where he threw the ball to Chase and Gesicki broke open on the crossing route? I'm like,
I didn't see the play, but I heard people. I saw the reaction on.
I saw it live.
Socials.
I was like, oh, dude, you missed it because he broke and he was wide open. And Joe missed him. He threw it to I think it was Jamar or T. I can't remember. And they didn't complete. I think we kicked a field goal after that one. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
It's it's continuing going down the list. I don't know when we're going to see McKinley Jackson. Hopefully soon. Josh Newton got some reps in and didn't get exposed. Deshaun Anthony had a nice couple reps in there as well. Cedric Johnson saw the field. It didn't seem to do anything.
Real quick about McKinley Jackson. He was doing some work on the side field, on the rehab field. So that's better. So I don't know if that means he's coming back next week, but at least he's getting closer. And like, what that means as far as he's going to play and impact he's going to make, I don't know. But they did draft him.
And what it and apparently BJ Hill was doing a lot of drills and everything before the game. That there was actually they were wondering if there's a possibility that he might have been active. Obviously, he was inactive this week, but I think he's playing next guarantee is not correct because we're 7 days away. But things are very much trending that if there's a normal week of practice, he should be good to go next week. Again, just get another body in there. That's fewer reps for Tufele, fewer reps for Zach Carter, and they'll be fresher. Not that they make a lot of impact anyway, but you can at least get more impact in fewer snaps.
Right.
Great block by All. You need to be more specific there, Natty.
Which one?
Because,
Which one?
I'm worried he's going to give himself a concussion because he just runs headlong. Like it's his job to destroy a linebacker, destroy safety, and he goes at it. I don't know the last he's not as good as a blocker as Drew Sample, but he goes into the blocks harder than Drew Sample.
But he does everything at a high level. I mean, he's definitely our tight end one, and he's
at least going forward soon.
As far as all around tight end.
Oh yeah, yes, he's the guy that you can count on. Gesicki isn't a blocker. Drew Sample doesn't give you much in the passing game, but yeah, he's the guy that can do both. And I think again, I'm curious to see what the snap totals look like, but he had to out-snap both of those guys combined because I don't know if I saw a play when there were tight ends on the field and he wasn't one of them.
Right. It was offensively, I think it was a good game all around. Could have converted a little more on the red zones, but I mean, I think what did we punt the ball once? Is that what we punted it? I think
three. Rico had a really good game.
Rico did play good. Hey,
yeah, it's nice to have a punter, and he's kicking the shit out of it. I mean, he had 3 punts, 56.7 yard average with a long of 63, which means each punt is 50 some odd yards.
Right.
Meow.
Yeah, she's supposed to be. We told her at Showtime. Amber is supposed to be going in the guest room, but she's down here.
It's all right. It's fitting because today was a battle of the cats.
It's an orange cat with a dress on. So
yeah, and today was a battle of the cats. So it's the orange cats from the Queen City.
Exactly. So and she likes me. So
exactly. My cats don't like me, but that's because I don't like
this. This is the first cat we've had that actually likes me. She likes me. She likes me a little bit too much sometimes. I'm like, go.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the actual the specific drive when they.
We got lucky
that was middle of the third quarter, so I'm trying to look at what happened on the Bengals.
We got lucky. We were able to break that up. Was it Deshaun Anthony who broke that up?
Yeah,
that fake punt.
Yeah. And they were talking about it on the broadcast that Heckert he's thrown 24 passes
Yeah.
As a
did you see him? He's like, oh, it's a catch. It's a catch. Dude,
yeah.
It's not a catch. Calm down.
Right. This wasn't close. It literally, like, he never had it at any point. Like, I did get there as a scramble for the ball, but the ball was clearly dropped. It wasn't even a question. What are we doing here?
Yeah. But like I said, the scary part, like I said, is the defense. We still got to get guys healthy. Like I said, Sam Hubbard's playing nose tackle at the end of the game. That tells you how banged up our defensive line is. And so I don't know if we're getting Rankins back. I think there's a good shot we're getting BJ Hill back. McKinley Jackson, I don't know. Hopefully we get both those guys back. I mean, I'll put it to you this way. If the the Ratbirds lose today, next week could be a elimination game for one of us in the division. At least as far as winning the division, I think.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, the Bengals could end up in second place depending on how the rest of the games come out tonight. And I still think that the North is the best division, but it hasn't been so far.
Well, it's been upside down because nobody thought the Steelers could be, 3-1 now. Now I hate to say,
but their wasn't any good. But
their offense sucks, but their defense is just freaking elite. I hate to admit it, but it is, and that's going to be tough for us. But they've had good defenses before, and Burrow and Chase and Higgins, we've scored on them before. So I mean, like we said for the Commanders game, a perfect. If you throw a perfect pass, you can't defend it. And
right.
Burrow, I mean, the one he dropped into Yoshi today, where Yoshi got hit in the ribs and I think got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, you could
place it any better. Yeah, you could place it any better. You can't defend that. And that's the thing, is that's what we have with Joe going forward. And watching him move around, and I know the scramble drill that he had with Chase, they miscommunicated and missed it. But the one we had before, I can't remember who he threw it to.
Zach Moss, I think 21 yards.
Yeah, that's vintage Jackpot Joey. That's right there. That's what we've been used to doing. And the cool thing is, he didn't have to do that this whole game. Yeah. I mean, that offensive line played great. Cordova Wilson, I know he had the 2 holds, which sucked. But the offensive line, and Zeus had a hold too. But overall, the offensive line, I think, has played really, really good the last couple games, to be honest.
Well, pass blocking, like he had all day. And again, I can think of legitimately the one on the interception and the scramble drill there at the end, or the one we were just talking about where dumped it off to Zach Moss. Yeah. Those are the only 2 plays off the top of my head where their defensive line got a clean win.
Right. Exactly.
The rest of the time he was almost too long. It's like just pulled the damn trigger, but he's bouncing in the pocket. He had 4 or 5 seconds on a bunch of these throws. So
yeah. So I mean, like I said, the offense to me I keep saying the offense looks great. It just the defense is scary. It is scary, and we got to get healthy. And we'll see. Like you and me were arguing about Thursday. We'll see what happens when we get the 4 guys in our interior defense line. We get all 4 of them to actually play at center. We'll see.
If Henderson isn't in there, I don't think it matters because you've got no one giving rush on the outside, and that's what's scary.
Well, hopefully, they said it's just his neck, and he's got a stinger. So hopefully,
that's what I'm hoping. He
be back.
Fell into I don't know what on Hubbard he hit. I thought his knee, but then I saw it was kind of like his shoulder. So I don't know if he just jammed his head or neck.
It went forward and just I think he just cocked his neck. So I mean,
so long as there's no broken vertebrae or anything like that, that's the concern about that. Outside of that, it's something that might be he might take him a week, sit out a week or so. Like that's okay.
Well, I'd rather him not sit out versus the Ravens,
absolutely.
Because like I said, he's still our only pass rusher. I mean, that's the Amber. You got to stop playing McCord. Come here.
The other thing that's annoying is I think Lou blitzed a hell of a lot more than he's comfortable doing.
It worked.
Well, did it though? Like they weren't getting home.
It worked enough. I'll put it that way. I mean, the thing is, when you don't have guys who aren't used to doing it, I think it does make a difference.
Yeah, but who's not used to doing it though? Von Bell,
the Bengals, because they don't do it very often.
Well, right, but Von Bell coming off a blitz has to scare absolutely nobody. It was when Panthers were backed up and they went quick 3 and out. They're on the goal line right towards late in the fourth quarter. Right. Von Bell tried to blitz, and he was just absolutely just swallowed. It's almost like he gave a bear hug to the running back, and that was it. He got stoned.
And
what are we doing? Let me ask you. At this point now, seeing how bad all 3 levels, I think linebackers played okay. Pratt missed the tackle or 2, but I think he made a nice pass breakup, almost had a pick. Mm-hmm. There on that same drive I was talking about. Logan Wilson's playing okay. But why isn't Jordan Battle seeing the field? Geno Stone is not playing well. Von Bell's playing terribly. And he was the best rookie safety last year. One of the best rookie safeties PFF has ever graded. And he can't see the field. Like, I make it make sense, man.
I can't. That one I can't argue with. I don't know. I want to see Jordan Battle out there. I think he deserves it. And I other than the fact that Lou is stubborn and Lou loves Von Bell and they pay Geno Stone, but give him a couple snaps, give him something. Now, one thing Strader's got out here is, which hopefully next week, I think he's eligible. Miles Murphy will come back next week. So that, like I said, I'm not saying he is going to be a huge pass rusher. I have no idea, but I think he's going to make at least an impact, at least try. At least he's somebody that we can potentially get pressure on the quarterback with Trey.
He can stack together wins rushing the passer. And don't have him replace Trey. Have him on the opposite side of Trey. We're stacking both on the same side for crying out loud.
Same side, opposite side, something. Put him out there. Don't
be creative, because lining 3 up, lining 4 up, and rushing the passer, or even blitzing with guys that just are terrible at it, it's not working. I don't recall Dalton being under a lot of pressure. Their Bengals had no sacks.
Trey, they got the forced interception by Trey Anderson, which was nice. That was the first.
Yeah, that was, and even that was he got run around the arc and just had crazy long arms and had the wherewithal, because he was almost washed out of the play. He got pushed. I don't know who their left tackle is, but he pushed him around the arc of the pocket. So that's just a really good play.
Yeah, it's like I said, the defense is, like I said, they've got to play better. They got to get some guys back. Even if they get guys back, they got to play better. They got to get. They
need to figure something out. Like,
I don't disagree with that one.
Yeah, duct tape and chicken wire. Like, find a way. Like, even if you're selling out for something, I'd rather give up a 75-yard touchdown pass because you sold out on his cover 0 blitz than see him just hit passes open, rushing 3 or rushing 4, and the quarterback having 5 seconds to find a guy. What the Texans did to him last year, finding guys open 20 yards downfield because there's no pressure, and you could just wait for guys to get over.
How concerned are you with Cam Taylor-Britt? Because I love the dude, but I don't think he had a great game today.
Oh no, he was absolute garbage. I was calling him CTE and not CTB in real time.
What is going on with him? Because
you don't want him to be hurt, but you want him to be hurt because you want there to be an excuse.
A reason. Because there's guys that, and I love Cam, but there's guys that are wide open, and he's getting beat, and I'm like, like against Chiefs, he wasn't getting beat.
Yeah, part of it. He was giving them free releases off the line. He was getting torched off the line. Mm-hmm. The one interception that he had, a great athletic play, but he got torched on a double move and grabbed him.
Yeah. Well, I think the dumb thing, if he didn't grab him, Andy underthrew that ball so bad, he probably would have intercepted it even if he didn't grab him.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he did. So
right. So it's I don't know. You hope something was bothering him, and because he didn't have a good game last week, and he was just absolute cheeks this week. So that's what I was saying. Like, it's completely just getting beat off the ball. I don't know, play press and just chuck them off the line or something, like knock them off the route so they're not getting a clean release. I don't need to do something.
Yeah, at least we're not happy that Battle didn't get any play time, but Turner got some, and that helps. Because that was another guy we were calling for to get some play time. He's out there a lot, especially that's probably from like the second quarter on. I noticed him more.
Yeah.
So and thank God, Mike Hilton, I thought he was done.
That was a bad looking injury.
Oh, dude, he got helped off the field. I'm like, oh crap, that's a knee. And then
it looked like a broken bone the way because he had his leg fully extended,
right?
Like his foot like this, and his leg fully extended, and was falling on him. I'm like, shit, that's an ankle. That's a snapped snap tibia, something. And the fact that he was able to come back in, walking around, like, okay, that's
And then Joe got stepped on by
Volson.
Was that? I thought
it was Volson.
Okay, I thought it was.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling that it's the same guy. I've been riding that guy for 4 years or for 3, however long he's been around.
Yeah,
we only got aged 6 years with him.
Yes, I know you get way upset about silly stuff. Same guy we're texting back and forth yesterday, and after Sorsby Thursday interception, the game's over. I'm like, the game's not over. And if we
who won though? I'm just saying.
Actually, you're right. They won. They lost, but damn it, they were in position to tie that game up, dude.
I didn't say in text message. I didn't say the game was over.
Yes, you did.
No, I looked at it and I said something like, "Well, hang on, what is like? I'm gonna."
I'll look it up right now.
Really intriguing for you guys.
I swear you said that's game. Hold on, I got so many text messages. I just go back and look here. Jeez, you guys blew up my chat yesterday from the Bearcat game. But all right, how is that not targeting? Okay, I've been wanting to talk about this.
I don't know. Hang on, we got another guest to join us here.
Go ahead, bring him on.
Tim Daniel,
what's
Late
up?
Night Reds, the Riverfront.
What up, boys?
What's happening? Happy Hoo Day Sunday.
Just got done getting my workout in, getting back in the car and illegally talking on the podcast with you guys.
I got my workout going right now, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can
12-ounce curls.
Absolutely 12-ounce curls.
I like it. Check this out, guys. So my wife sent me on an errand today because we're like getting all this stuff for my daughter. So yes, behind me is a toddler trampoline in my car, and I drive a Hyundai Accent. To put in context how tight this fit is.
Hey, it's part of being a dad. It's
That's right.
It doesn't matter if you like your knees are touching your nose because you've got the seat pushed so far up to fit all their crap. It's what you got to do.
That's right. So what have we covered on Hoo Day Sunday? Have we talked about Amarius Mims being a dude?
We touched on it a little bit. I was talking about the 2024 draft has looked, I think, really good so far this season.
Yeah, it really has. It's been really
Which is funny because earlier in the week he was dogging everybody that the Bengals have ever drafted ever in their entire life. So,
you know,
I was talking about the drafts from 2020 forward, to where they've gotten a couple guys in 2020. They got one guy in 2021, nobody in 2022, not really anybody making any noise from 2023.
But 2024 is the draft. Let's go.
They look good. They're getting contributions.
That's true. That's true.
Amarius Mims looks awesome. Like Tim, the offensive line in general looked great today to me. I mean, Joe had plenty of time. He had all day to throw the ball, dude.
It's weird seeing Joe Burrow has clean pockets.
Yes.
It's nice.
Could you imagine this offensive line with the 2021 or 2022 defense that was opportunistic? Not great, but they were opportunistic and solid.
We had home field advantage one of the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. This guy's trying to go into Chick-fil-A right now. Does he know what day of the week it is?
I appreciate the dedication and really wanting some chicken or some lemonade or whatever the hell you want, but
they are not open on Sundays, people. They are not open on Sundays.
Yeah, that's not what it is.
Yeah. Not even in the airports, too. That's a crazy thing. They don't care about no blue laws. I want my damn chicken. I want my chicken strips.
Give me my chicken.
How about one work in the Mercedes-Benz arena stadium? Doesn't it close on Sundays, but the Falcons play there? Isn't that right?
I don't know.
Got me on that. I know they have one. I don't know if it's. I doubt it's on Sunday because I don't think any of them are. But I'm not sure.
I'm going to look that up now.
So Tim, what's your thoughts on the game, brother?
Oh man, a lot. First off, obviously the defense is worrisome to say the least.
A little bit.
But at the same point, I think at this point now, if I'm Leon Arumo and I'm saying, okay, I got my offensive line, I got Joe, I got Jamar, I got T. Eric All and Chase Brown are becoming dudes in front of our eyes as well.
Yep.
If I can just hold teams to 21 points, I feel pretty good about my chances to win. So if I let the team score 3 touchdowns, and I've got my Zach's got his full offense, I feel pretty good. I feel like I can win.
I'm with you on that. I mean, we're gonna have to outscore people, but it's definitely a bend don't break defense. But hopefully, like I was telling Joe here, we hopefully we'll be getting some more guys back. BJ Hill next week. McKinley Jackson has been doing some work on the side. I have no idea if that means he's going to be available next week. I think Chris Jenkins looks really good.
He's a dog, man. He's
yeah,
good.
Miles Murphy potentially could come back next week, so that could give hopefully Trey some help. I mean, they're getting there. It's not going to be a great defense. It's not. I mean, I like me and Joe talked about. I'd like to see some more snaps from Battle. I like to see Stone actually be the ball hawking safety that we thought he was going to be. But yeah, they're it's not great, but it's better than it was last week. I think I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I know this
dog the Jordan Battle kick. I'm trying to figure that out.
We just touched on that, and it's upsetting because Von Bell looks like he's 175 years old.
He did have an interception today.
It was a punt that he could have fair caught. I mean, he just had to like fair cast the damn thing.
Right.
What's the thing from Coming to America when the guys at the barbershop say Joe Louis 175 years old? No, that's the way that Von Bell is playing right now. He's playing like he's 175 years old. He's slow. He's missing tackles. And okay, great. Like Lou loves him because of the communication and the stuff that he can do pre-snap.
Hey, we are lined up a lot better this year than we were last year.
Exactly.
I'll say that. They are doing that.
They're getting their asses kicked fair and square at the line of scrimmage, not because of bad scheme.
Exactly. What?
Yeah. It's they did call it. They forced 2 punts, actually 3 punting situations, and then the fake punt. But yeah, it's improvement. I mean, it's the Panthers. The Panthers are cheeks, but Anydy Dalton had a typical Anydy Dalton game, So
good. Yeah.
And until the end, like running out of bounds, down 10.
Yeah, the last
when the clock hit 000, I'm like, oh, I remember that, Andy. He said crap like that. We're in the stripes. What are you doing?
I love Andy, but dude, seeing some of the I can't remember who it was. There was I think it was a third down one where he threw the guy broke open to the right hand side. He's wide open and Andy completely misses him.
Yeah.
I can't remember where
also like that one throw he made when in the end zone when Gino picks up the coverage and he puts it right on the right where that only the wide receiver can get it, and Gino Stone's all over that dude. That was a hell of a throw too. This is the Andy Dalton conundrum that we had for 10 years of like he'll do this, but then he'll do this.
I want to know where Panthers Pulse is. Panthers Pulse was commenting on the show all day Friday. And I said, "Come on back when the game's over." He's not here.
Was he trying to talk like what?
He was saying they're going to win.
You can't talk smack if you're a fan of the. What's that?
They got some dudes over there. Like Chuba Hubbard's a dog. I mean, he's awesome.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, too.
Do you think that Bryce Young has a future with the Panthers or in general?
Not with the Panthers, I don't think so.
Same. Yeah, not with the Panthers, but I still think he has what it takes to be good.
I don't know. I was not a big fan of his coming out. I didn't think he'd be awful. But if you look at other former Panther quarterbacks who've left and found a spot, he's a guy I think is young, obviously, and needs more stuff around him because Alabama, dude, they had everything. I mean, they had damn near, first round draft picks almost at every spot. So, I mean, going from that to Carolina is a big difference, and his flaws have shown up. I would be, if I'm the Panthers, I don't think he's going to work for them, so to speak, but I think he might maybe work for somebody else. We'll have to see.
Do you know where I think would be a good spot for him? The Cardinals to trade for him and have him just back up Kyler Murray. Because, I mean, first, you have two guys that are both like 4'3" playing quarterback. Kyler Murray makes it work, and they can at least learn some of the offenses or go somewhere that has someone who's coached under guys there in Arizona. Because at least they know how to scheme the guy so he's not like just find passing lanes and stuff like that.
But also to that point, and that kind of sort of contradict myself here. Him watching Andy and how Andy goes through, because Andy's a smart quarterback. He goes through his progressions and he knows where to go. Yeah, and he knows where to go with the ball. He doesn't, he misses stuff, but he usually knows to go with the ball. Maybe you could. I mean, I think they're going to give him another shot this year. I think they're stupid if they don't. He's the number one pick overall. They're going to have to. But we'll see how he does with that second shot, second chance. And when he gets it, he better take advantage of it. Or, this is a not for long league. I mean, I hate to say it, but if you don't most times you don't grab your spot when you get a chance, you don't get another one.
Yeah, and the one thing that's in his benefit is the draft capital. I mean, being drafted 1-1, you are going to get a little extra. I mean, going to get more chances than, say, Des Ridder.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's because Des Ridder's not good at football.
Shut it.
Yeah. Invite this guy to the show.
Yeah, the point is, I mean, Des Ridder only got a handful of starts. Yeah, he wasn't very good at all. But obviously, he's not going to get the chances that first-round quarterback is going to get.
Right.
No. He was third round, wasn't he?
Yeah, second quarterback off the board. What if that was the worst? Like, Brock Purdy is the only quarterback, and Brock Purdy's fine, but he was literally the last pick of the draft. Whereas tiny baby hands, Kenny Pickett, the only first rounder, terrible. God,
Malik
who else
Willis.
was Malik Willis?
Malik,
He was
yeah.
drafted right after.
He's doing good in Green Bay now. I don't know about today, but
he's back on the bench.
Yeah, Jordan Love's
Love's
back.
yeah, but I mean, he played good for the 2 starts they got him on there.
Yeah, they got a pretty good team.
All right, I'll get thanks for the $5 super chat. Feels good to get the first dub, but we didn't play our best game by any means. We won on sheer better talent. Got to stop missing tackles. I agree. There was still a lot of missed tackles, and I hate Pratt. I see him miss a lot of freaking tackles. I hate that. I mean, I don't.
Pratt is in the same boat, not as washed as Hubbard, but in terms of paying a lot of money for someone who's not an impact player. Pratt makes big plays. He doesn't make all the plays he needs to make. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Yeah.
He'll come up with a clutch pick.
Model of right place at the wrong time.
Exactly. Like making clutch interception or clutch fumble. The strip that he had of I can't remember what year that was when he stripped Travis Kelce around midfield.
22, yeah.
If that was 20,
yeah.
I couldn't. That was 21 or 22, but yeah. But the plays that he's supposed to be there for, he's just not making. And
the last really good game I remember him playing was last year against the Sucky Niners, when him and Logan both had both
that
had
was one where he
interceptions.
was right in the passing. Oh, that was his interception.
He made a good deflection today. So I won't. I mean, he didn't play awful. I'm gonna clarify. I don't think he plays awful. He's not terrible. He just, and the thing is, like, tackles. It's like, I don't like Luke's kind of said that's more of like a want to. Everybody knows how to tackle. If you're at that level, you know how to tackle. They gotta figure that out. That's the one thing that drives me nuts is like, you got to be able to tackle. You're in the NFL, and the tackling for guys who, I mean, Pratt used to be a pretty good tackler. I'll put it that way, but he's gone backwards, and it's not just him. Across the board, the Bengals aren't tackling like this. It's better than it was the first week, I'll tell you that. But that's because you're the bottom of the river there.
Right.
But
14 tackles, I think.
Yeah, it's still got to get better, and I hope it will. We'll see.
Yeah. Again, it's just not enough players at all 3 levels. I want to see Muma Jung Meta. That was the undrafted player that made a huge impact in preseason. I like to see him get a couple snaps, only on rundowns, because he's a bigger bodied guy who's not sideline to sideline in coverage. But I'd like to see him just get a couple reps here and there. Obviously, need more DJ Turner. You need more Jordan Battle. Let the younger guys play. And again, when the younger guys get healthy, I think you're going to see that. I mean, you're going to see McKinley get a lot more snaps than I think we expected him to get when the season started.
Yep.
At a necessity.
They're going to. Yeah, I was about to say they're going to need him to.
Yeah. Chris Jenkins is now. I think he's got to be getting started reps.
Yeah, I'll get Jeremy's comment here. He said, got my tickets for Bengals/Ravens game. What time do you guys start tailgating in Lot 1? Well, I haven't been tailgating in Lot 1, but those guys start, I think, 3 hours before the game. So, but if you're looking for a place to tailgate, you can always come check me out at the Mercedes-Benz Fort Mitchell at Memorial Lager House, a pregame experience. We will start 3 hours before the game. Open bar, $75, open bar. If you guys want to go hang out at the banks and walk around, you're going to spend more money there, I guarantee you. You can come here, have an open bar, have a delicious buffet spread. So it's awesome. Check out the links on my social media and on the Memorial Lager House.
What do they got going there on the buffet?
This past week, they had always had chicken wings. They had chicken sandwiches. First week, they had shrimp.
Screw that seafood stuff.
I'm not a big seafood, but some people like. I mean, I know it's high-end stuff. I mean, there's put this way, there's a lot more high-end food there that I'm used to eating. So it's really good.
For sure.
Yeah, it's good. It's good food. I'm more of a chicken wing guy, so but it's good. It's definitely good food.
Yeah, I will. I mean, you know me, Jeff. I usually get my short rib grilled cheese when we go there.
Literally every week we go Tuesday show. I think you've gotten that short rib sandwich every single time.
One time I got the garlic something burger a couple weeks ago. Ridiculously good. Got to get the Parmesan fries.
Oh yeah, I was about to say the Parmesan fries are delicious. And so we went down to the Memorial House to watch the first half there, and we had their loaded fries. Oh my god! I hope they have those at the tailgate. Those are freaking delicious. They got chili.
I might have to try those.
Tuesday. Dude, I'm telling you, those are freaking good. They're so worth it. And there's not a whole lot of stuff on there that's not good, to be honest.
Right. So,
anyway.
Anything we haven't touched on?
Not that I can think of.
Like I think we pushed off doing mock drafts at least for
yeah. I mean, the big thing going into this week, I suggest we all get done when we get off here. Go watch the Ravens hopefully lose. They lose, we got a chance to get into second place next week. Well, we need the Browns to lose too. If the Browns and Ravens both lose, we win next week. We got a chance of getting into second place. So that's a huge thing. Yeah, exactly. Joe Flacco, thank you, sir, for beating the Squealers.
What happened there? Did he get a hip injury? Richardson, I'm talking.
Richardson got hurt. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't.
Pointer, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, the Bengals, things gotta go right, but the Bengals are somewhat still in this division race. So and we haven't even started. Like next week's a big game. Yeah. Next week is huge. We got. It's another must win. You've got to beat the Raptors next week. You have to. Yeah. You can't start 0-1 in the division. We need to be 1-0 in the division, and that would make us 3-2, one game under 500. So you win next week, we're back in this thing. We're back in it. So.
Browns are tied 10-10 with the Raiders. Raiders just kicked the 52-yarder.
What's the Raptors doing?
Minshew mania, let's go Minshew.
Right. Cleveland or Baltimore, they don't play till tonight, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. They play tonight. You're right. They play at 8 o'clock.
The Bills. The Bills.
Right. So let's get out of here and go watch the Clowns play. So, you guys got anything else? Because we can end this thing unless you got something else you want to say.
I'm really sad that today's the last game of Red season.
No.
Get it over with.
Actually, hold on.
You got all the hop, skip, Schumacher, and David Ross managerial talk. Also, by the way, everyone here in live, real quick, for those here in live that are listening, 9 o'clock every week on the Riverfront channel, Late Night Reds, Tim Daniel here, and with Ben Brown. Fantastic show. It's live like this. Chime in with comments. So, you guys have supported and jumped on my show and watched my show before. Do a favor and check out for the Reds fans to check out Tim's show.
Because Tim, who are you thinking? Put it this way: who do you want as a manager? Now, I preface that the Reds have to do something in the offseason so to make the manager actually matter. But who do you want?
This is like realistic, or like if I had my choice.
Just realistic.
Of who's out there?
Of who's out there? Yeah.
I guess it might be a little bit of both, but I'm making Terry Francona say no.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Get back into it, and it sounds like he believes like he's gonna be healthy enough. I'm putting money on this desk saying like make him say no because I think he would really be a really good manager for a team like this. Like that Red Sox team he won the series with were super young. Besides like Ortiz, and they had a talent. So he's my make him say no guy.
Me too.
I think they would have to guarantee, like they would have to put forth a strategy to him for him to say yes. Exactly. Listen, like this is our holes. We need guys. Like we're going to attack this position. We're going to get out there. Whatever. Like they want to be, even if it's a dumb idea. Like even if their plans are dumb, they need to bring forth a good plan for him or anyone for that matter. But for someone of that ilk that can legitimately every 30, any one of the 30 franchises would hire that guy if they had a chance, if they had an opening.
Tito is the perfect guy. One, because I like him as a manager. Two, the shit about them calling us the Kentucky Reds. Let's go get their damn manager.
It's not even an insult. I don't care. Tim lives in Kentucky. I live in Kentucky. I would much rather live in Kentucky than
my sister lives in Kentucky. I don't care. My son works in Kentucky. I don't care. So the funny thing I did is that make Cleveland and Canada. That'd be much worse.
Don't put that. And I said that before. Don't put that on Canada. They've given us Joey Votto. They've given us Chase Brown. They've given us Rush for God's sakes. Getty frickin' Lee. Like no, we don't know. Cleveland is a third world nation. Right, exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Tim, did you watch that Mr. McMahon thing on Netflix yet?
I'm 3 episodes in, so no spoilers.
Dude, I finished it last night. There wasn't yesterday. Like they had 3 games on all at the same time. I wanted to watch UC on Ohio State, Michigan, and Georgia, Alabama. So I just watched UC. So during the day, I watched the Mr. McMahon video shows all up to like the second to last one. Then UC started. And I watched UC and I finished it afterwards. Dude, it's good. I highly recommend for all our wrestling fans.
I might have to. I haven't followed wrestling. I followed it when I was really young. Then I followed it again in my late teens. And I might have to check it out because it's just interesting. So
it's very, very, very interesting. And
we're getting a great view of the independent sky out there.
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
Look.
You know when you get beautiful skies like this? Kentucky.
Yeah. Take that. All right, boys. On that note, I think I'm going to end this. Let you guys got something else here.
Nope. I got nothing. Houday, let's guys win. The rest of Redbirds lose, Browns lose, and then we'll go from there.
And so, am I correct on if they both lose, are we in the same place?
Everyone will be 1-3. Well, besides the Steelers at 3-1.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Well, they all lose and we win next week and we're back in this thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Join me tomorrow. I'll be live with Corey Dillon and Bengals captain. Me and Joe will be back on Tuesday. We'll have more on Logger House and we'll have a great time. And other than that, that's just sports, baby. I'm gonna get my mouse to work here. See ya.
They still gotta play us. Let's go, baby. Woo!
Hey, don't run that ball on the one hover, showed you how that go down. Feeling like Santino, tell him we want all the smoke now. We ain't snooping that commercial, we don't put no smoke down. Plus we back and you can't hide, so it ain't nowhere safe to go now. We always gon' turn up in that jungle every time. How we ain't gon' win when we loaded in with 9? Plus T just came in signed, so the city gon' be fine. Jamar say he open every time and he ain't never lied. Look at how we win at it, the size of the old line. Giving Burrow extra time should be a federal crime. Hey, we right back on that path again. Put the division back to the test, they won't pass again. Orlando and Trent Brown, that's the Tower Twins. Feel like we only getting better as we stacking wins.
And we stacking.
Giuseppe in for 6, that's a gritty again. AFC North battles getting gritty again. It's Yoshi second year, we just brought Burton in. Vaughn back to ring some bells, get the cracking again.